guys, my name is Haven. If you're new here, I would love if you subscribe, and if you're returning here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you. If you're new here, I'm sorry. This is probably the most depressing, sad video I've ever posted, but I did want to go ahead and give my IG fam and my YouTube fam kind of a rundown of what I've been experiencing and going through the past 3 months since my father passed away. I've been a little bit low-key about the whole situation because I've just been so incredibly consumed by the entire ordeal. It's insane. Like I want to share with you what I've been through, and I also want to share some tips for you guys if you have not ever lost a parent. It's stuff that you might want to know for whenever you do. So just to give you a quick backstory of how my family life was, my parents divorced when I was 3. So my mom remarried when I was 4, so she's been remarried to her second husband for 30 years now. And so my dad never remarried. So he's remained a single man ever since they divorced. So although I didn't grow up with both of my parents under the same roof per se, that did not take away from him being the most incredible father ever. Like literally all I had to do was just text him or call him and I knew immediately he would be there no matter what. I mean, every holiday, anything, he was there at the drop of a hat. I always had my 2 biological parents by my side all throughout my life so far. So I've been very, very lucky. My dad just lives about 5 miles down the road from me. So we've constantly been in touch all these years, and I consider myself pretty close with him. Now that you know the backstory, you know that my dad's been living alone for close to 30 years now. And he ended up, creating a life that he loved. I mean, he was content and he was happy. So fast forward to January 21st, 2019. Crazy. The night before was a Sunday, the 20th of January, and I actually was lying in bed, and I remember thinking, I should probably call Dad. I haven't seen him since Christmas, and so I thought about calling him, and I thought, I'm not going to bother him. It's 8 o'clock. Who knows what he's doing? So I didn't call him, and I went to bed that night, and the next day, it was Monday morning, I woke up for work, and I was in a great mood. It was my birthday week. My birthday was that Wednesday, and so I was excited. It was going to be like an easy week, and I had no idea what was coming for me. Truly, God, woo, no clue. Everything can change at the drop of a hat in life. Let me just start by saying that. So basically, it was Monday, I was at work, I ran out to grab some lunch, and I noticed I had a call from my office, and I was the receptionist, Sarah, and she said, Haven, did you do something crazy this weekend? What's going on? And I'm like, no, I live a pretty boring life. I wasn't worried about a thing. I was actually more curious what she was talking about, and she was referring to the fact that there was a crime scene investigator there for me. And so my stomach dropped because like I said, I don't really live a crazy life, so there's no reason for a CSI agent to be asking for me. You know what I mean? So I arrived there, and basically the guy took me into the conference room, and he let me know that they found my father's body. He had had a massive heart attack, and his best friend had been trying to reach him over and over again last night, which was that Sunday that I kept thinking about calling, and his friend knew something was going on because he's always such a reliable person, and he wasn't answering. And so Monday morning, his friend Jerry called the police and asked them to go do a wellness check. And sure enough, they entered the home and they found him passed away on the floor of his condo. So I immediately obviously broke down, couldn't speak, whatever, the whole 9 yards, shock, anguish, just upset and everything. And then I asked the cop, I said, how did you find me here at work? I'm so curious how you were able to find me here at my job. And he said, your name is Haven, and he said your presence was all throughout his condo. I mean, there was photos of you, there was letters from you, there were notes from you, all around the house. And he said that there was he said it was very obvious that I was his daughter and that I was very loved. So after I was informed that he had passed away, I was obviously very just distraught. Like, I didn't know where to begin because I knew he didn't have a spouse, and I knew that I was next of kin. I was officially in charge of everything. They said literally the first 10 minutes after me finally gathering myself and getting it together, they told me that I need to pick out the outfit for him to be buried in, that I need to go choose the casket that he's going to be buried in, that I need to write his obituary, that I need to write a eulogy for the speaker to read at the funeral service, that I need to plan the entire funeral service, also need to plan the burial. This is the first hour. Like, overwhelmed is not even the right word anymore at this point. It's more just like, are you kidding? Like, I was beside myself. I couldn't even accept what I was dealing with, let alone deal with it. I mean, I just could not believe all the decisions that were required immediately to be made. I mean, I'm still not even accepting what's happening here. I mean, and I'm sitting here going, do you think he would like blue or stripes? I mean, it was a toughie, guys. I'm not kidding. I think one of the tougher parts was the police officer did inform me that there were some bodily fluids on the ground still from his body, and that I would be responsible for cleaning up those bodily fluids. That's something I don't think that I could do. I just talking about it gets me upset, so I'm not gonna go there, but I don't wanna clean up fluids from his body. I don't. So I have to just shout out to Justin and thank him so much, because Justin is the only reason I've really gotten through this. Of course my mom's been there, of course I've had friends, but Justin cleaned up that fluid for me. Justin took off work the second he realized that I was in distress. Justin sat next to me as I picked out those caskets and which one Dad would like best. And I have to tell you that this whole experience, the silver lining of it all is that Justin and I have never been closer. I don't know what I would do without him, because this entire process, he was my rock. After all the planning took place and the funeral finally, went on and he was buried, then the reality of him having a condo and a truck and a mortgage and all these things hit. I mean, we have to pay for his mortgage. We have to empty out his entire 15 years of living in that condo, and then now we have to try to sell it. And also, I wanted to mention that my dad did have a first marriage, and he had a daughter named Jennifer in that marriage. She is about 12 years older than me, I believe, but unfortunately we just never really connected and weren't very close throughout life. And so she was on the will, so her and I had to basically split everything, and it also gave us the opportunity to kind of reconnect. So I do wish that we would have kind of gotten closer over the years, but hey, life happens. She lives in a different state. I mean, we just never really got close. But thankfully, Jennifer and I were able to work together in regards to the bills that were due and everything that had to be done in order to keep things rolling and keep his estate up and running. So basically, Justin and I got on our freaking t-shirts and tennis shoes and went to my dad's condo, and in a 7-hour period, we were able to clear out every single personal belonging that he has. We kind of went into a get shit done mode and just got contractor-sized garbage bags and just filled them, which there were so many things in that house that blew my mind. First of all, my dad, he was addicted to jeans. Who knew that? He had over 200 pairs of jeans. Really, Dad? You're that into denim? I don't know. The entire thing has just been absolutely crazy. I can't even express to you guys how much I have had to put my big girl panties on and deal with real shit. I mean, they're sitting here saying you need to release the body from the medical examiner to the funeral home. They're also asking me if they should continue on with an autopsy or if we should just rule it as a cardiovascular related death. All these crazy decisions, all these medical examiners, funeral directors, lawyers, all these people I've been chatting with on a regular basis. I mean, this time last year, I was on the beach sipping a Starbucks. I mean, the amount of responsibility that's been put on my plate has been just unbelievable. And the thing is, we all are going to go through this. It's not like some random weird thing that happened. It's going to happen to everybody, even you. I mean, so I think it's really important to realize that. And tomorrow's not promised. I mean, my dad was laying by the pool having a beer the day before he died. No one would have ever guessed it was his last day on earth. You have no idea when it ever will be. That's just it. So make that call if you want to call, and send that card if you want to. Don't second guess yourself, because you might not get the opportunity, and I can tell you that because I experienced it. I am going to show you guys a little slideshow of just kind of a little bit about the process and also my dad's life. But really quickly, I just wanted to share with you the very last card that I received from him, which was also the last time I ever saw him alive. And it was on Christmas Day, 2018. And this is what the front of the card looks like. Life is a gift. Every year you grow into a more fascinating person and an even more beautiful daughter. You are unique and genuine and truly original. I love who you are. I love you. Merry Christmas. I had no idea this would be the last time we would ever speak. I also wanted to mention that while we were cleaning out his house, I found the birthday card he had bought for me that he never even had the opportunity to sign. It says, "For a wonderful daughter. In our family, we all have our own separate lives, our own needs that need to be met, our own schedules that we try to keep track of. But anytime one of us might need a hand, someone is always right there. Because in our family, we're all really busy, but never too busy to care. Thinking about you on your birthday and about all the times I have been brighter, happier, and richer because of you." So as you can see, he didn't get the chance to sign that one. Okay, so to finish my story, Justin and I worked our balls off. We cleaned out the condo completely. Then we went to Walmart, Goodwill, and Bealls, and we basically staged the entire house. New bedding, new rugs, new throw pillows. I basically became an interior designer all of a sudden. And we're sitting here trying to match like rugs with comforters and all this crap. And so finally, after 2 days, we got the place staged beautifully. I mean, it was ready to move in, turnkey, because we were selling it furnished, by the way. And I had several people reach out to me. I didn't even have the chance to contact a realtor yet, and I had 4 people reach out to me in regards to his condo. They were very interested in, the selling price and blah, blah, blah. And, that was another thing. I had to actually come up with the selling price on my own as well. And so I just did a little bit of research in the area and whatnot. So whatever, I was able to do that. But the point is, we went ahead and showed it to one couple. There was one couple that their daughter lived a few doors down from my dad's condo, and they really wanted to live near their daughter. And so we went ahead and showed them the condo, and I have to tell you, it was incredibly gratifying. I mean, the woman kept walking around and going, "This place is so beautiful. It's so stunning. It's so beautiful." And of course, we had it professionally cleaned and the floors done and everything, but I think the decor had a lot to do with how great it looked. And so, long story short, they put in an offer, and it was for the full asking price. It's under contract right now, so it's not official, but the fact that it's under contract in the first place is a huge ordeal to me. Very accomplishing. I can't believe all that we've done. I can't believe how much Justin has done with me and how much he's just, how much I appreciate him. So with that being said, the condo is under contract, and we've only showed it to one couple. So again, that's something that's astronomical and amazing. I mean, it's the last thing I wanted to do is, become a realtor and have to try to sell this and pay the mortgage and, pay all the bills and whatnot. And so the fact that the first couple that saw it wanted to take it, it just means the world to me. It takes such a huge weight off my shoulders. So anyway, now that you guys have a rundown, I just wanted to show you just a little bit of a glimpse of what has gone on. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a quick slideshow. justice, but that's just a few of the items that I have left over from the aftermath, if that makes sense. So really quickly before I close this out, I just wanted to tell you guys, if both your parents are still living, look at them and ask them if they have a will. Ask them where the title of their vehicle is. Ask them where the will is. You know, get in touch with them while you can, because I spent a lot of time looking for things. I mean, thankfully it was pretty amazing. When we went to my dad's condo, we opened the drawer, and we opened the drawer of his desk, and there was an envelope that said Haven, and my name was highlighted, and that was his will. So I lucked out. My dad had everything laid out for me, but just talk to them, get a game plan set, tell them to make a will if they haven't already. It's very, very important. People can get ugly, they can get demanding when someone passes. I hate to say that, but sometimes it brings out the worst in people. But on the flip side, it also shows you who your true friends are. The support did not go unnoticed, so thank you to everyone that supported me during this time. So in closing, I just want to say I love you, Dad. I miss you so much. I can't believe I don't have the opportunity to call you. So in closing, I'm going to go ahead and just do a little slideshow of me and him and some pictures from our life together, and some are old, some are recent. I'm just going to go ahead and end the video with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know that it was a very enjoyable subject, but I hope you at least learned a few things and also got a feel for what I've been dealing with behind the scenes. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.